Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Okay, today's going to be a little bit of a different video. Why I do this video, I'm going to do some tincture that I've already reviewed on this channel. Jay's Small Batch one drop CRB tincture. I'll be putting on some mini muffins, just for the hell of it. Okay, I've been watching videos this morning. I had to get caught up because I finally went back to work this week after being off for 2.5 months, and so I was a little behind, but I've been watching videos and a little bit of I don't know what to call it, dissension, I don't know what you want to call it, but basically people are saying that, I'm not even going to use names, everybody knows what I'm talking about, saying that somebody in the chili community is a fraud. Now, what I'm going to say are just things I have watched and noticed, and some are just my opinion. I'm not saying it's true, I'm not saying it isn't true. But, when somebody comes out of the blue that you've never heard of before, and I want to build this community, and I'm going to help everybody I can to get viewers, or get subscribers and all this and that, okay, that's fine. But that kind of just seems a little suspicious, I guess I could say. Somebody's already said that they kind of were leery about it from day one. I mean, I had my suspicions from day one, but I give everybody a chance because you don't want to accuse somebody of just doing anything unless you know for sure. But I don't know. When I watch guys who do hot stuff, extremely hot stuff, more than I do, all the time, and some of this tincture hits them hard, and somebody comes out there and does a tincture that they've done and doesn't break a sweat, and sits there and almost makes it like they're faking their reaction because they almost have no reaction, it does look a little suspicious. But can't say for sure it's a lie or not. But all I gotta say is if it is a lie, that kind of pisses me off, because don't come into the community that I and a lot of other people love being a part of and make it look bad. Because when you make something I love look bad, then I got a problem with you. What I would personally do if it was me, if I was being accused of lying, I'd get another bottle of tincture, open up right on camera so everybody can see it being open, do the same amount you've been doing, and see the reaction. If you have the same reaction, okay, then you are probably legit. But if you don't have the same reaction and it hits you hard, then it looks like you're a fraud. I don't understand the point of it if it is fake. I mean, what is the point? I'm making no money doing this. I have less than 100 subscribers. I'm making no money doing this. You're making no money doing this. What is the point? Just to get attention? I mean, if your point is just to get attention, just do videos like everybody else does. I don't do it for the attention. I do it because I enjoy it. Honestly, I don't like being in front of a camera. I'm uncomfortable being in front of this camera right now. But to do this, you have to be in front of the camera. So you suck it up and you do it, like I do. But don't be a fraud over something like this. That it just makes no sense. If you're in it for just the attention, like I say, just do regular videos. You'll get the attention. If you're doing regular videos instead of what you're doing now, you probably have the same amount of subscribers, the same amount of people watching. But like I say, when somebody comes out of the blue and says they want to grow this channel and shout out people over and over again, and I don't care if I have 1 subscriber, I don't know. That just seems fishy to me. Like I say, I'm not saying this person's a fraud. I'm not saying they're not a fraud. I'm just saying I would prove that I wasn't a fraud if it was me. Open up a brand new bottle of tincture on camera. Do the same amount of drops you've been doing. And let's see the reaction. No cuts. So we know it's legit. And if you have the same reaction, then okay. Then you must really be able to handle heat. Because I've seen some of the best that I watch handle heat. And some of them tinctures hit them really hard. So, like I say, I would just prove that I wasn't a fraud. Matter of fact, I'm going to have a brownie right now with some of my CRB tincture from Jay's Small Batch. Yeah, I know it was off camera, but, you know, whatever. Now, I have done videos where the sauce has already been opened because I had to do a redo. And I don't reshoot unless I absolutely have to. By the way, this tincture on this Mrs. Freshly's mini Oreo muffin, delicious. It goes pretty good together. Give you the ingredients real quick here. It's carbonated sugar, dried reapers, water, balsamic vinegar, grain alcohol, and basil. Pretty good. But getting back to my point, yeah, I would just prove I wasn't a fraud. Now, most people who are liars and frauds would sit there and say, I don't have to prove anything to anybody. Well, the ones who say that are the ones who don't have any proof that they're not lying or a fraud, because if you have the proof, you would want to prove that you're not. I've called plenty of people on lies that I and them both know is true, and you call them out and they're like, that's not true. I'm like, prove it. I don't have to prove anything to you. I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm like, if I was lying, if somebody was lying to me and I had the proof, I'd throw it in their face and say, fuck you. You're a liar. You're wrong. But I wouldn't sit there and say, I don't have to prove anything to you. Because anybody who says that is a liar and a fraud. I don't think this person has made a video saying that they're not yet. I don't know. To sit there and say, and I'll give you a couple timestamps in the video today. I think it was today or the older one. I don't remember which one it was. It really doesn't matter either. But at 2:44, mouth is at a 2 or a 3 after taking that tincture. Then at timestamp 6:42, which is 4 minutes later, it's up to a 4. And then a minute and 8 seconds later at 7:52, sorry, it's 6 minutes 6 seconds later at, no, minute and 8 seconds, excuse me, it's 7:50. Oh, it's up to a 5. Now, I've never had any ASMR tincture, but somebody please explain to me, does it really take 5 minutes for that to climb from a 2 or 3 to a 5, or would it climb quicker than that? To me, that seems like a long time for it to climb. But to just sit there calmly and be like, yeah, I'm at a 2 or 3. Nothing here. I'm at a 2 or a 3. Come on, man. It just sounds fake. I'm not, like I say, once again, I'm not saying it is fake. It sounds fake. There's a difference. I'm not saying it is it's fake. It sounds fake. Like I say, I'd get a new bottle. I would open it up on camera. Take the same amount that you've been taking. And when you have the same reaction, okay, then you can handle heat a hell of a lot better than most of the guys who handle worse than that tincture. I mean, you had somebody just do 7 straight days of the Death Nut 3.0. That's crazy. I have it sitting here, and I don't know if I want to do one. But, with that said, if a guy who can do that can try tincture, and it hits him pretty hard, how does somebody else, how does this guy sit there and act more normal and somebody who does tincture like this all the time. If you just started eating hot stuff, I mean, this is the first bottle of tincture I've ever had. And if I take it by myself, granted, I don't eat some of the stuff these other guys do, but it's hot. And if it was on camera, it would be reaction. Now see, now I'm eating with that brownie. It's cutting it a little bit, but I'd still say I'm at a good 2 or 3. Now in 4 minutes, is it going to be at a 5? Probably not, but I just don't understand, if you're faking it, being a fraud, what the point of it is. Like I say, I'm not saying you are and I'm not saying you're not, but I don't know. I'm saying just prove it. Buy a bottle of tincture and open up on camera. Don't let it leave the camera frame. But why is it when you're saying, I got tincture here, covering up the label, I got tincture here, and I'm gonna do, hold on, I'm gonna do a Robbie dropper. Honestly, when it dripped on his chin, to me, it looked like soy sauce. I don't know what, maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's what that tincture looks like, but to me it looked like soy sauce. I mean, whatever. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm blind, whatever, but when I have other people out there who I look up to in the heat community saying this, I was like, you know what, let me research it myself, see what I can figure out. Like I say, I'm not going to say you're a fraud, I'm not going to say you aren't a fraud, I'm just saying, I'll just prove it. If you're not, just prove it to shut everybody up. But if you ignore it and don't prove it, then that makes me think you are one. So, will I drop to 92 subscribers after this video? Maybe. Do I care? Fuck no, I don't. I've lost 6 subscribers the last couple weeks. Do I care? No. I make no money doing this. I do it for fun. Whatever. You know, whatever. But don't be a fraud and make the community that I love being a part of look bad. Because if you're a fraud, then they're going to start questioning everybody. Excuse me. Then they're going to say, well, how do we know this guy? Not going to say names, but well, like Johnny Scoble. People are going to say, well, how do we know this guy isn't faking some of this stuff? You make everybody else look bad if you are faking or being a fraud. That pisses me off if you are. If you aren't, I hope you're not. And if you prove you aren't, I will make another video and I will say, you know what? Okay, some of my theories, some of my thoughts were wrong then. But, like I say, most liars and frauds will just say, I don't have to prove anything to anybody, and blow it off. Which means you have no proof, and you can't prove you're not one. So that means you must be one. So we'll see what happens, but I got some reviews I'm going to tape, and I'm just going to do them at home, because I just don't feel like going out today. Today's a lazy day. I'm tired after work. It's the first week back to work. I'm a little tired, so. But whatever. We'll see what happens. That's my opinion. Like I say, not accusing, not saying yes, not saying no. Just saying what it looks like. Just prove you're not. And if you blow it off or don't, then that tells me you pretty much are. But anyway, hope you enjoyed my little rant. But I just felt like I had to say something too. And see you next time.